When it comes down to it, people just can't accept that I don't want to eat animal bodies. Here's an example of pretty much every single conversation I have about veganism, which I'm never the one that starts, by the way. It usually happens when people see my food or see what I order, and they're like, oh my god, you're vegan? I could never do that. Like, okay, I never asked. And then they usually go, how do you get your protein, even though it's the oldest line in the book? So I tell them, and they're usually like, I heard veganism is a lot of carbs. I'm like, okay, that's not necessarily true, and carbs really aren't that bad for you. And then they're like, oh my god, what about all the people that pick veggies? Like, do you even give a fuck about them? And then I'm like, you don't give a fuck about food workers? What about the people that are killing the animals? They're also workers too. And then they're like, well, what if you just ate ethically sourced meat? And then I'm like, I do not want to contribute to suffering. I don't want to eat a dead body. And then usually they have nothing fucking else to say. It's crazy that when I get to that part, they just can't seem to understand. I take place in a world that contributes to so much suffering every single day by default. So if I don't want to eat dead carcasses, please let me. You can eat them if you want.